Hey all, I feel so divine right now. I've been walking on that path earlier and the sun would be shining and there are so many clouds everywhere, and then there were like, I don't know what they're called, but like these little seeds floating in the air, and I don't know, it just felt so, I don't know how to describe it, but it felt so good. Damn, I need this feeling, I need more of this. How are you doing? My name is Sur. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are back in the forest again, and it's the prettiest I have seen it ever. See the birds? You don't see them, but you hear them. Whoa! Damn. Like, trust me, video doesn't do it justice right now. It's just so funny to me how much you can change the reality around you just by working on yourself. Because the thing is, I've been walking in this forest for, I don't know, 2 years already. I mean, it depending on where I was. But when I was here, I would often go here and walk. But I would never appreciate it so much in some way. I would never enjoy my time in here so well. Look, it's Jesus again. Sup, Jesus? Let's go say hi, shall we? Today I want to talk about something that has been blocking me from doing whatever I wanted for a long time, and that's perfectionism. How perfectionism is blocking you from success. So what is perfectionism at all? You know, what is it? I don't know exactly. I don't know where it comes from, but it definitely does something with the fact that we want something to be perfect, obviously. Well, that's not entirely bad, isn't it? Because it may make you push harder until you succeed, until you make something that you are working on perfect. Well, you gotta work on it, right? But for most cases, I believe that perfectionism prevents us from even starting. I wanted to have this YouTube channel for a very long time, like since I started my first one in Slovene. But I would stress so much about my English, how my English isn't good enough, how my video skills aren't quite good enough, even though I solved that later, but it didn't help, which is funny. And like what I would talk about, that I wasn't good enough, that I didn't have enough knowledge to talk about, that I wasn't mature enough to talk about these things. And I would have these ideas in my head constantly, and whenever I would want to start it, they would strike off and made me be like, it's not the right time yet. The funny thing is that even though time doesn't exist, we can still run out of it in some way. And also, not only that, the thing is that the sooner you start, the more grateful you will be in the future. Is you'll be so happy that you started, because once you do, you will see how much you grow and how much you became the person you wanted, but didn't, only because you didn't start doing it. Now, I most certainly believe that perfectionism is basically only an excuse. It's an excuse for you to not pursue what you actually want. Why? I don't know exactly. Maybe you're scared to do it. Maybe you just don't feel like it. Maybe you're lazy. Maybe you don't want actual change in your life, because where you are right now is comfortable. You know, it's the comfort zone. You probably know some things about it. So you really have to make a decision first, whether you want that life you desire or not. Because if you don't want the change, well, then nothing will change and you will stay exactly where you are. Like, you don't have to become a completely different person overnight. Basically, that's probably kind of impossible in the normal circumstances. And so you just have to take little steps, you know, one step at a time. If I wanted to get on a hill somewhere from my home, if I wanted to get there like in one moment, that would basically mean that I have to jump up there. Well, that's impossible, right? But what I can do is I can open a door, get out of my house, and make one step, and then another step, and another step, and just keep walking. And just like that, well, I'll get on the top of that hill. If I were you and I had this vision inside my head of what I want my life to look like, or what my main source of income I want to look like, I would just start doing it. I would just do something small. I'm referring to my YouTube channel a lot, but when I decided to do it, on the first day. I didn't post my first video on the first day because I decided to do it an evening before the first day I posted. So I would just create my own YouTube channel. I would create it, I would post a banner picture and did the description, and that was it. It was something really small but significant because that was the start, the beginning of new era. You know, I still have that date written on my channel page, which I don't like because I wish it was the same as my first YouTube video, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's cool. No one cares except for me. It's all about these little small steps that build up the momentum, and once you're in it, that's it. You know, that's what you've been working for. I've been posting for, I don't know the exact number, but probably like 40 days, maybe a bit less, which is quite a lot. Like once you're in it for so long, it already started to become a habit. And usually it takes 66 days to build a habit. Those 21 days, that's bullshit, just so you know, because so many people believe that's true. But 66 days is a period that is required to make something that you've been doing regularly a self-evident thing in your life. And that's so important because once you're there, you know, it's normal for you to make these videos. You don't question about them anymore. You don't question whether you will not feel like it the next day, whether the video will suck. You know, you just do it. And maybe they will suck, but you don't care because that's who you are. You're just doing it. I know so many of you are scared, or maybe you don't even know why you are not doing it. And that's okay. You probably have your own reasons, but you gotta ask yourself if these reasons are good enough to not become the person you actually want. I mean, these things are so self-evident. Like, you obviously want to do things you love. You obviously want to earn money from things you love, but we're just not aware of that. Why? I don't know why. Maybe because we just don't think about it. Maybe because we haven't thought about it since ever, and it's not normal for us that we think about it. But you really gotta give it a shot. You know, one day you'll have to make a decision to be like, okay, I will try. I will give myself an opportunity for growth because I deserve it. And at that moment, just do it. Just freaking do it, you know? Like, if I were you, I would do whatever I want right now. Just close this video. Don't watch it till the end because it doesn't matter. I won't tell you anything significant anymore. Just close it, turn off your phone, and go do something little, something small. It doesn't matter what. Just freaking do it. We may be so locked into the patterns of our old self, but once you start rewiring anything, it will kind of switch the rest of it because it won't be as stable anymore, because all these beliefs we have in our heads, they're supporting each other. But once one of them isn't there anymore or isn't as strong anymore, the rest of them kind of start falling apart. That's where everything becomes so much easier because it becomes more fluid and you see yourself in a different perspective. Once you're there, it's so much easier to manipulate all other beliefs you have. Why are you still watching? Just go for it. I'm gonna end it here because I've said everything I had on my mind. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my walk in this freaking beautiful forest, which has been in front of my face for my entire life. Not even, you get it. I love the trees. I'm gonna try to feel them trees because I know they have souls as well. I know this whole forest have a soul. Yeah, I'm gonna try to connect with it or something. I know that sounds kind of woo-woo, but you know, like, I don't care. I'm just gonna do whatever I enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. Like this video if you liked it, comment if you have anything to say, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Yo, also I forgot to mention it, but yesterday I got my second subscriber ever. I'm so grateful. Like, thanks so much if you're watching this. Like, I appreciate you so much, and I'm also so happy that progress is being made and that my channel is moving somewhere. But thanks so much for watching again. Just wanted to drop that in here.